everyone! Today I'm going to be sharing how easy it is to convert any recipe into gluten and dairy free. I'm going to show you my ingredients of choice, and I'm going to show you some little techniques that you can use to really get the most out of your gluten-free flour. So I've chosen the apple love cake out of the Coles mag. I really like the look of it, and we really love apples and cinnamon. It's really yummy. And I'm just going to run through the ingredients. So it calls for 250 grams of butter softened. So this is when I would use this liquid coconut oil. Now the reason why I like this one is because it's got a very neutral flavor. You could use any oil of choice as long as it's got a really neutral flavor. So that will be the dairy replacement. It calls for 1 cup of caster sugar. Now obviously this isn't gluten or dairy free, but I do prefer to use stevia, and in this case I'll probably be using maybe half a cup of stevia, and then it's eggs, vanilla, 2 2/3 cups of self-raising flour. Now all bran, this is my gluten-free flour of choice. I find it works well on a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm just going to use the exact same amount as the recipe calls for here, except with my gluten-free flour. And then it's apples and cinnamon. So let's get started. Okay, I'm starting with a silicone mold on a chopping board. Because this is flimsy, I don't want to have to try and pick it up and put it in the oven when it's ready to be baked. So start off with it on a board, and I will use that to place it into the oven. Now the first trick I want to share is I've separated my egg whites. Okay, reason being, it's an extra step and it might be a bit annoying, but it's really, this is what's going to give you the best results. And when baking gluten-free bread, if the recipe does have a lot of eggs in, I highly urge you add this extra step in, because it just gives you such better results, a bigger area loaf. So I'm going to beat the egg whites just in you can use a food processor, or you can just do it by hand, whatever you prefer or whatever you have. So I'm going to add my egg yolks, and ideally you want your eggs at room temperature for beating the egg whites. I'm going to add the egg yolks and my sugar. And the coconut oil. Oh, sorry, one more ingredient, the milk. So half a cup of milk. Basically you want to get all your liquid ingredients in here. Some vanilla, 2 teaspoons, there we go. And I'm going to whisk this together until the sugar is dissolved. Okay, so I finished beating my egg whites. You want to do that just before you use them, otherwise the egg can separate. And the most important thing with gluten-free flour is not to overwork it. You want to do as little bit to it as you can. So I'm going to start by adding a bit of the egg white to loosen the batter, and I'm just going to fold that in, being as gentle as I can. And then as that loosens, there we go. That's going to go into the oven. Now if you have a fan forced oven, I do suggest turning it off before opening the door to put your cake in. And there is one other thing that I like to do, and that is add a cup of water into a tray at the bottom. I find that the steam helps to brown the top of your baked goods. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to turn the oven off, put it inside, pop in my cup of water at the bottom, and come back in an hour. It's out and all done. I've cut out a slice for you to have a look. It's got that beautiful extra apple bit in the middle there. And as you can see, nice and airy looking cake. Yum.